There are 7 billion people breathing on this planet right now. And if you asked all 7 billion what they thought love was, they would each give you a different answer, like a fingerprint. And that is exactly as it should be. And if you asked them each what they thought God was, they would give you 7 billion different answers. And that too is exactly as it should be. This relationship between creator and creation. And no matter how unique each of us be, don't we all have the same view of the sky? Have you too felt the warmth of the sun before? And isn't your sun the same as mine? Aren't we all held down to this earth by the same gravity that keeps the sun and moon and planets aligned? And isn't that God? 7 billion heartbeats beating at the same time, kept to rhythm by the same electrical spark that lightning be, drumming symphony. And don't God be the melody, the conductor, every instrument, the stage, the lighting? And when has anyone's opinion on the subject ever stopped the show? Never. Only ever stopped us from seeing it, from being it, from being awed by the beauty, the elegance of creation. Got us complicating that which was always meant to be very simple. And they will try to tell me that I can't see the forest because of the trees. 7 billion people on this planet, and we can get caught up in the religions, all the different percentages of Christians and Muslims and Buddhists. And I guess this is the way we figure out whose God holds the most weight. Because whoever has the most believers this way or that way must be the right way. We treat God like a reality TV show, like it's all a big game. Everyone pick your designated doctrine. The goal is to get to the pearly gates, and you have to vote on which key you believe will let you in. They all say that they are the one, and if you pick the wrong one, well, that's a sin, and you're going to hell. And no one wants to go to hell. So we war to battle whose God is badder and bigger, and the universe mourns because we've missed the bigger picture. That 90% of the world believes in God. Different names, different ways to pray, but 90% of the world believes in God. Just don't agree on the details, but 90%, that's still almost everybody. That's like if you held up your 2 hands, it would just be this pinky finger that didn't believe that it was part of a much larger living thing. The other 9, oh, they know that they're fingers. They just don't agree that any other finger should be attached to the hand. 95% of this world waters in the ocean, and not one drop of it has to agree that it too be part of the sea. And do you know it will still be wet? Will still wave to the wind's bidding, and the water be God, and the wind be God, and even the unbelieving little pinky finger be God. A group of trees, though, is not a forest. It's just a group of trees. You have to acknowledge that it is a bunch of different trees and a whole ecosystem of living things playing its role and codepending that make up this much larger thing before you can give it a name like forest. And for the sake of its name, we have forgotten what it means, confusing a forest for just some trees, and that forest be God. There are 7 billion trees in this forest, all different kinds, with different leaves and barks, with different purposes, and in between are all types of bushes and growing things, all divinely designated to this place in space and time to be. And don't they all root down in the same dirt? Don't they all thirst for the rain? Be thankful when it comes, reach and stretch toward the warmth of the sun, and don't that sun be the same as mine? And don't the sun be God, and the moon be God, and the stars be God, and the clouds be God, and the dirt be God? Who taught you who God was, who God wasn't? The height and width and depth of God love, like the naked eye can even begin to believe the vastness of the universe. And didn't he father us all? Didn't she birth us all like mother? Hasn't every teacher, prophet, and Messiah come to say the same thing? They're not they, but that which created all things be God, so therefore all things be God. That the one rule that shines 360 degrees be golden and old as time. That we acknowledge the God that be, by treating all these things that God created with the same love that we, also which God created, wish to be treated. And 90% of the world agrees with this. They just don't agree with who said it first, who said it better, who had the right to say it, or what color their skin was when they said it. So we make statues out of our teachers and forget the lessons, while everyone else's idols and ours perfection. And the universe mourns at the saddest joke ever told about a forest that makes axes out of its own trees because of a difference in leaves.